We pay attention to all the little details, especially with the croissants, with the sourdough, with coffee, consistency. We just want to make sure that we're doing the best we can on a daily basis.
We are on the outskirts of Toronto at Bartholomew Bakery, where owners Mike and Anthea are making some of the best bread and pastries in the entire city, if not the country. And today they're going to show us how it's made from start to finish. So let's go inside and see how it's done.
Morning, Sandy. How are you? You okay? This is the front of the house where typically we have all of our pastries on display once we open, obviously. The freezer section. And then over here, coffees, which is obviously crucial to the day for everybody if they want to start off right. So this is our sourdough, which you guys are going to see a little bit later on. We have a couple different ones, but we have the country white, multigrain, olive and herb. And there's one coming out, the cheddar jalapeno, so those ones are coming out. Mike is one of the other owners here. He's working on the sourdough with the young man, David. This was mixed yesterday. You guys are going to see the process a little bit later on.
Oh.
So here the boys are right now are taking care of all of the sandwiches. So that's the focaccia that we bake in a house. We have the 4 different types of sandwiches. The chicken and bacon, turkey Swiss, mortadella pistachio, and the caprese. So that's what the boys are taking care of right now before we open. So what we do, we keep everything in the fridge. We keep it as cold as possible. Just once again, we're controlling the fermentation. And then same thing, we're looking for about 90 to 95% like gluten development, because as it retards overnight and as we sheet it, it's going to incorporate more and more strength. So we don't want it to be fully developed by the time it comes out of the mixer.
Same dose, flour, eggs.
Exactly, eggs, butter, salt, sugar, and milk.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it.
So it's
that's all
essentially
that's in the recipe.
Essentially an enriched dough, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. And then that goes into the mixer. 30 minutes.
And then once like the timing isn't as important as the temperature, as well as the gluten development.
Awesome.
It all falls back to that.
And then out of the mixer,
divided into the heads, and then onto the sheeter to flatten and rest overnight in the fridge.
Awesome. And then it comes out onto the tray, or onto the worktop, cut, rolled, and
exactly after the folds have been put onto it. And then here we could see, so this dough was mixed yesterday, and then this one is going to get sheeted tomorrow once the bakers are back in, and we're running it off to the races.
Cool.
Right now we are getting butter croissant. So I'm taking my sizes. I'm gonna divide this dough.
Right now you can see them dividing the dough, making the marks, so we know where it needs to get cut.
What are you looking for when you're rolling it up?
First, stretching my piece the most I can. And in the beginning, we also try to extend the base. We are pulling, stretching, making it tight. And then when I roll them up, I'm trying to shape them in the same way. I try to make them look even. And I'm trying to get the same body for everything. After these, we're gonna tray them. They go into the fridge. And then prefer overnight. And then tomorrow morning, they're gonna be baked.
These ones we go for our chocolate lovers. So we bake them with just a little bit of chocolate crumble. It's a chocolate almond crumble. And then when they come out and they've cooled off, we fill them with our chocolate cream. If you love chocolate, you're gonna bite into it, it's gonna smack you in the face with chocolate really nicely, and it's beautiful.
I like when it's like in access, you know? It's like, fuck, it's chocolate, make it good.
You want it, right?
So it's sprayed down with egg wash, into the oven.
That's it. So those chocolate ones, like I said, Mohammed there has our chocolate crumble.
Dude, look at this. I gotta put this on camera.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, look at this gun. I like friggin' shoot you with it. don't tell Italians this, but you can have a cappuccino after 11 a.m.
So right now, these focaccias, they're ready to go in the oven. And in style with the same type of focaccia, we're dimpling it, but very, very lightly, just so we get that insane texture when it rises in the oven. You're gonna see a lot when you cut the crumb. It's gonna be like, you're gonna see this mini or massive like differential bubbles that when you bite into it, like and make a sandwich out of it, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like, you know, one spot's thinner than the other, and like it's just an insane play of texture. So the dimpling is what does that.
Sweet.
So in the oven right away, some olive oil in the oven for 14 minutes. And then we're gonna take it, after 14 minutes, we're gonna check. We want the bottom to be really crispy. We have those, you know, Lloyd pans. They're really great for pizza.
Yeah.
And so they work well for here too. You want the bottom to be really crispy. We're gonna check for the bottoms and then we're gonna take them out.
Sweet.
So with this type of bread, I think the best sandwich is the chicken mayo sandwich.
Yeah.
It's definitely the best. Like it's definitely not kosher, but if you're okay with not being kosher, yeah, man, like it's really good. It's really, really good. This bread like really brings out the flavor of like the saltiness of the bacon with the chicken, and then you have that insane chicken mayo, which is like just loaded with black pepper and like lemon juice that like, you know, just like when you take a bite of it and you're like, wow, you know, it's a punch to the face, man. It's really good. It's really good.
So all of the bread that we do in house is sourdough.
Yep.
It's all naturally leavened. So this is going to be the base for the country white, and then Darren will break it apart a little bit later on after the autolyse and once it's fully developed, and add the olives at the additions.
What is autolyse?
So autolyse, it's just a process of hydrating the flour with water.
Yep.
There's a lot more science behind it. There's enzyme activity and so on. But right now we're just focused on hydrating the flour.
What kind of flour do you got going down?
So this is organic Milanese. So the mill is in Quebec. It's literally just malted wheat and wheat. That's it. So there's no additions, no stabilizers, no dough enhancers. This is the cleanest flour and a very, very tasty flour. We've been using them since about 2018 for our sourdough, and we love it. So you can get a video of it. So that's the leaven. So that gets mixed. So that got mixed yesterday, and then it's been fermenting. So it hasn't collapsed. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's the good stuff.
It looks like the inside of a pumpkin when you're like scraping it out.
It looks alive, man.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. That's why it's so important to be as careful and as respectful as possible, because it is alive. That's all our bakers are responsible for, and that's all bakers are responsible for. It's manipulating the fermentation. That's all our job is. The dough does what it wants to do. It's just our job to understand at every stage where we're at on the fermentation and how to properly handle it. There's a gun behind our head at all fucking times. It's so stressful.
This is the second fold. Yeah. We're doing like the very light fold. Yeah. We don't fold it too much.
This is often called, you'll probably see this on other YouTube videos, but this is usually called like the slap and fold method. They're folding the dough over on itself, and every time that they fold and fold and fold, it builds more strength and dough structure, so you get more glutinous sourdough. Without it, you'd have a little bit more lackluster crumb, and this makes it really strong, you saw earlier.
Have you ever had a loaf of bread that hasn't been scored?
Yeah, like white bread.
It's always very soft. The crumb is always very, not tight but even. So you score the bread to allow the excess moisture out of it and allow the oven spring to catch. If you don't score it, what will end up happening? It'll literally pop a hole in the side because it has nowhere to allow to release the tension and pressure that we've created through the building of strength and the fermentation. So that one was not scored.
Oh yeah.
So it did whatever it wanted. Wherever the pressure wanted to release, it released. And you can see like, it's still really crunchy, but you're gonna see how soft it's gonna get as it comes out of the oven very, very quickly. So that's one reason why you score. And then you see our guy in the back corner there that kind of cracked on its own and did whatever it wanted.
Oh yeah.
So you'll see it, and you'll see it even when this comes out right away.
That's the olive loaf right there?
Yeah, they just need a bit longer.
Yeah.
You can see, right? Just some good color. Just needs a touch longer to dry out a little bit. Get a little bit of extra moisture out.
So it's all done by feel.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Eye and feel, that's it. And that's why when you asked me earlier about training, how long does it take? Depends on the person. It depends how keen they are. Like, shoot, Anth and I are still learning, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot to figure out, to learn, a lot of touch, feel, and textures. Like, in the kitchen, like it's tasting. Here it's tasting, but a lot of it's feel, touch, and eye. So you learn. Our country white sourdough, we kind of lean in a different direction for our sourdough. Most places you'll notice it's very acidic.
Yeah.
We kind of lean towards that crunch just like everybody else does. Nice color on the outside, but more of a creamy with an undertone of acidity in our bread. Like, we're looking for a different type of fermentation than most. So it gives you that creamy texture, a little bit of acidity, and a overall pleasant mouthfeel.
Nice.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Thanks for coming.
No, thanks for having me. It's fucking delicious. The sourdough, it's good.
What's your opinion, Quentin?
That's really good. Like, you can see remember earlier in the mixing, how we can see all the gluten strands being folded? That's like it right here, It's awesome. It's sour, but it's not crazy. It doesn't smack you in the face sourdough. Good crumb, good texture, good hydration. This is some of the best bread in Toronto. Thanks, guys, for having me. Appreciate it.
Always good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you
Good
guys.
seeing you.
Wish you all the best. That's it. That's the video. It's dead.
Thanks, Duke.